influencer, TikToker, entrepreneur, OnlyFanser. At this point, I'm just adding ERs. Show stalker, Gypsy Sister Kelly Lynn. She's sponsoring the show. And all you little boys who hit me up in my DMs, look at that, man. She's in a bikini. Go pay for it. Go pay for it. Go over to her Instagram. You want to know what Kelly's doing? Guys and girls, because girls, you can learn what she's doing. She's making a lot of money. You go over to @theGypsySister. You click on the link in her bio. After you look at all her pictures, a lot of good content. She's putting out content. She's an influencer. She's crushing TikTok. So you get into that Instagram, and then you click on it. And then you got your links. You got all your links now. You can see everything she's doing. Everything. She's doing merch. She'll pick up a shirt or a pillow. You want to sleep next to her? That's what I do. I got 6 of them in my bed. TikToker. You want to see her dance a little bit? See her dance on the railroad? Go there. She's an entrepreneur, an influencer, a TikToker. We're doing a podcast together. She's got a webpage coming. Should have asked me to do it. It'd be done. And she's a counselor. Girls, you want to learn how to do what she's doing? Go check it out. All information is at Gypsy Sister on Instagram. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for finally taking the step towards OnlyFans. And you can go check it out, guys. Get out of my DMs and get into hers. Thank you, Kelly. fiveanddimeeaston.com. They have their website officially up. You can shop most of their stuff online. They also have Fucked. They have Fucked in the store. I think they're the only one allowed to sell Fucked out of their store. It's 484-544-4719. That's at Five and Dime Easton on social media. These guys are great. I mean, they're killing it. It's the best skate shop, in my opinion, in the area. They have a lot of cool stuff there. Both the owners are rad. I stop in when I can. They're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sunday, 11 to 5. There is someone always there to help you out with your needs. You can check their inventory off the website. You can check out some videos they got on there, and they're doing some cool things. Their social media is awesome. They support a lot of local skaters in the area, and they're growing. I'm excited to be a part of them growing. I'm excited to help them out. They're helping me out. It's a good relationship, and I push Five and Dime Easton because they're the best skate shop in the area. Check them out. BTG Blasting. My man, Pat Cunningham, offering you pressure washing, disinfecting, acid washing, and rust removal. It is a high pressure washing business, bringing your stuff back to glory. He does anything from houses all the way to having him come into the studio. He comes down to the studio on a schedule and he disinfects the studio, and we are certifiably clean, and it just covers all the bases. So with the things that are going on now, you're going to need somebody like this. He's got a sticker out front. I am certifiably clean down here. He also offers free estimates on all your needs. He can do corporate and at home. You can reach him at 484-241-1711 and btgblasting@gmail.com. He just started this business and it is taking off. I'm super excited for him, and I'm super excited that he's a sponsor of the show. And you can check out BTG Blasting on social media for all of your pressure washing, disinfecting, acid wash, and rust removal needs. It's high pressure washing, bringing your stuff back to glory. He offers many things, and you need to check him out.
Give up. I am not defeated, and I shall hold my ground.
Ooh, hold your ground? You can barely hold your sword.
Then come get me.
I love the game still, man. I'm not changing it. I'm not trying to revamp it. I'm not trying to... I want it to be as real as this room that we're in.
Man of my word. Many times people just say what I can't do, what I'm not gonna do. But you don't have the power to prove that to no one, do you?
The Jm and Zach, they work together so well. It's almost like they're twins or something.
Cool. All right. Train or Don't podcast episode 4. We're joined by, of course, the studio head, Mike Fauerbach.
I switched to him. I didn't
in
know
the
you were
house.
going
Oh, my
to
bad.
me.
I was going to go to you first.
No, you're all right.
Always with me just in case shit falls off the rails. He can help me out. And we're also joined by MMA fighter, jiu-jitsu purple belt, finisher, strength and conditioning coach, Bryant Pabon. Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man.
Yeah.
You're the man, bro. How long we been at it together?
Man, in February is gonna come 6 years. 6 years already. Yeah, 6 years. but it flies by when you're having fun. You know?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. Yeah,
so
we've
it's
been
like-
at it for a minute, huh?
yeah.
Atlantic City. We've been to Atlantic City together for fights. We do what? I mean, now we're. I brought you on because I'm just thinking about guests. I'm like, man, let me ask Bryant to get on here because you ain't gonna ever, be like, let me get on the internet and say something, So I wanted you to get on here.
Like, this is like so out of my comfort zone, but I like it, because it's like I'm trying to like break out more out of my shell, because I'm more like introverted, So like I usually, I talk to you like one-on-one and stuff like that, but like doing a podcast, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
No, I know.
it's cool.
I know. That's why I was like, let me get Brian on here. And I'll just talk shit for an hour if we have to. No sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So 6 years, man. Purple belt in jiu-jitsu, MMA fighter. I don't know. Where do we want to start? We got the new spot coming, right? So you're going to be getting involved with that. You're going to be like, you're going to be working the strength department. Yeah, you've been working with my guys for a while, right? Or
Yeah.
our guys.
Yeah, I've been doing that now. Shit, when shit locked down, I just, been training people. Sometimes we got outside, did some strength conditioning work outside.
Right.
But then once we started coming back in, people were more interested in like the training that I was doing and stuff like that. And it just, one thing after another. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean, how many people do you think you're working with right now?
Right now, I would say like 10 people,
Yeah.
like in person.
Right.
Yeah. Like
One-on-ones,
around-
too.
Like one-on-ones, So that's like more time consuming. So like that's the benefit of having that more space that I could run like group classes, So
Right.
like 2 to 4 people, lifting weights and stuff like that, which is
Yeah.
dope as shit,
Yeah. Blast music.
Yeah.
Our new spot is it literally has, it's a huge room. I saw it for the first time this week.
I was
So-
excited when I saw you on the vid. I said to Zach, I go, did he see it yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's totally different now. The floor's redone and the laser tag's out of there.
I kind of like that laser tag was in there because
I like the walls.
It looks
the
like space. Yeah.
I
I'm like,
you
this
should
is
leave the
cool.
walls.
I was watching the art around too. I was like, damn, the art is kind of fire too.
It's kind of cool, right? It's got the steel stacks and
Yeah.
the it's Bethlehem. They got the Crayola factory in there, and they got it's cool shit. But you're gonna be. I mean, you said you just dropped a bunch of money on weightlifting equipment today,
Yeah,
right?
it's coming. The truck is coming. Yeah, I just
Damn.
man, I just I gotta dive in. You know what I'm saying? Like, just gotta dive in. Just jump off and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because what else are we gonna do?
You're good at what you do, man. You enjoy it. It's awesome to have you on the team. That's why we did that. There's too much space. It's too
Yeah.
much space. It's almost like, holy shit, what the fuck are we gonna do with all this? But we have so many able people,
Yeah.
that are like able to do shit. Like we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. And you got that whole back area, dude. That's like a basketball court.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And like I texted you. I was just like smiling the whole day, and people was like, "What are you smiling at?"
It's
And I
like,
was
bitch,
just
you don't even know it.
It's like you just don't know.
You don't
man.
even know it. You don't even know it. You don't
You'll-
get it.
You'll see though.
Right.
But and it's crazy how it just all comes into fruition that way. Like
Yeah.
just put your head down and work.
Yeah.
And before you know it, some things happen.
Yeah.
Some cool things.
Hey, you've been training hard for a long time, and it's awesome to give guys opportunities, and it just makes me feel good because we had the other night. I had an edible the other night, Mike. Holy shit! I took a bite out of the corner of this fucking edible, a bite, and then we were rolling on Wednesday. Place was fucking packed, like insanely packed. We just signed the lease, or we were getting the lease tomorrow morning. So like it was Wednesday night. We're signing the lease on Thursday. And I just start we finished working out, and I just start breaking down crying in front of everybody. I'm just like, what the fuck? I got to go in the back and shit. I'm talking to Bryant for like an hour about all this shit because it's a lot. It's overwhelming.
Was on the edible?
Oh, yeah. I was high as fuck. I was so high.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like, oh, Mr. Cool Guy that gets high, but that's what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it hits you. And it's not only that I get to do things for myself. It's all these people that are, it's this area. It's the whole community that we need to do this for. You know what I mean? Like, this is important. So, and then Bryant was there just talking to me. He's like, what the fuck is up, man? Like, you all right? And I'm just like, dude, everything's so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm awesome. It's awesome that you get to, because Jiu-jitsu, I thought when I was a kid, like jiu-jitsu, like strength wasn't, you did jiu-jitsu because you didn't like to be the strong guy. But, you know, Eddie got us on the strength and conditioning a long time ago. He's like, no, jiu-jitsu is way more fun when you're strong.
Right.
Right?
But what I would say to add to that is also like your strength and conditioning doesn't take over your martial art practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a little piece of it, you know?
Right.
So I always tell that with the people that I'm working, like, I don't want to take away from what you're doing on the mat because you're doing this to, you know, get good at your martial art practice. But this is just a little piece that can help you, you know, just get a little edge on the mats. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you get a little goal muscle, injury prevention.
That's a big thing too,
Yeah.
that a lot of people overlook. You know, they just want to like pound the weights all the time, but there's a whole nother realm, which is like mobility and, you know, bulletproofing your body. So you are able to train hard and not, you know, worry too much about injury, you know, and just elongate your career a little bit longer, you know.
How old are you now?
29.
Damn. All right, so you're right with me right here. I'm 31.
Yeah.
Right with me. Yeah, yeah, I mean, lifting weights is just part of my life. It's just something I like doing. You know, like if you're a gun guy, if you're a self-defense guy, you know, if you're a defending your family guy, probably lift weights.
Right.
Probably lift weights. You
That's
know what
a
I
good
mean?
idea, man.
Because it don't matter what you know if you don't have the motor for it.
Yeah. And damn, I drew a blank.
It's fine. It's fine. You can do that.
Happens.
Like when did you start? When did you start working out, like lifting?
Oh, for me, man, it goes back to when I was like 13 years old, because I got into football at 13 when I moved up here. You know, like football was the big thing over here, you know, so I decided to play football, but I was like the smallest guy like on the field because I was like 5'6", like 120, you know, like 125 pounds.
Right.
And I was getting like just
Safety? Do you play safety?
Yeah, a little safety.
Yeah, I played safety.
I played a little.
That was the center.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice. Yeah, but I was like a little guy, but I would stick my nose in everywhere.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I believe
just, Yeah, just stick my nose in anywhere. But like I needed to beef up a little bit, so I just got into the strength and conditioning like at 13, and then just been at like doing. I fell in love with it, you know, and it just set me on a whirlwind of just like looking at, you know, just different shit, you know. Just
Are you
learning about it.
mainly self-taught? I mean, like no one's ever self-taught. You're looking at people for guidance. You're going on the internet. You're learning from who you learn from.
Right.
But I mean, do you ever have like a serious coach or?
I'm not never self-taught. We live in the age of information, so like you come across like a bunch of people that you get influence from, you know. So I also went to college to Kutztown University for 3 years, so I have like 90 credits in exercise science. You know, I
You didn't do yoga one semester, so you can't graduate.
Yeah,
Stupid.
you know, it's like that kind of game. And
Right.
also I have like my like priorities probably not the right. Like I was like in college just to play football, and that's really all I wanted.
Yeah, you wanted the ball.
Yeah, I just wanted a ball, but I just, you know, I've also learned that the curriculums in college, I took more from curriculums online, you know, of people that I trusted online.
Yeah.
I learned actually more than what I was learning in the actual, you know, school. So like the school route is not for everybody, you know, but if you could do it, you know, but yeah, so.
Yeah, it was taught like it's the only way out. College. Yeah. You go to college and then it's going to be fine.
Yeah, you know.
That's just, I mean, most of the people that teach at college, they went to college and never left. That's who college professors are. I didn't do good at college because no one ever got me into learning. I went to Moravian for a year and just didn't go back just because my grade point average was shit. But I could have went back. They were like, yeah, we'll let you back again to fuck up again and give us more money, you know. But fuck them. You know what I mean? Saying? That's one. But I mean, I had a rhetoric class. I had all these classes. I had one class I liked and I did well in. I had an A in it. It was a sports. I don't know. It was a sports class. It was like the teacher was good. The teacher gave a shit about what he was teaching. It was interesting. And then the rest of your classes are dog shit. I have to make up interest in this. Yeah. You know, and like why am I wasting my time? Like you said, you can go learn anything on the internet for nothing, you know?
You know what I'm saying? YouTube University.
Right.
You know, you just gotta be willing to actually learn, you know. So like once you know that you want to learn, is you can access it, you know, different ways, you know. But you always come across also like that one good teacher, like in like college or something like that. It was like the one like that actually like open your mind to things, or like be like, oh, you could learn it this way and stuff like that. Yeah, you know. So
when the student is ready, the master appears.
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It is.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's cool. But so you went to Kutztown. I know we got a lot of people from Kutztown. You know, wrestlers. It's 40 minutes down the road. You know,
well,
so
it was like an hour for me because I was coming up from like Stroudsburg. You know, so like I wasn't even dorming. I was like commuting every day.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, commuting.
Playing football.
You know, like getting up at 6 a.m. for weightlifting session. You driving an hour, getting up at 5. You know, then coming back home. You know, but it was a good.
You stay with your family?
Yeah, like I would come home every day. You know. I just had one son, my firstborn that was born at that time, you know. So
was your girl from your school, or where was she from?
Yeah,
she went to Kutztown.
No. She went to high school with me. We're like high school sweethearts, you know. So like,
this fucking guy.
Yeah. So
lucky.
Yeah, I am lucky, and yeah. So yeah.
And we're still now.
Still with her, you know.
And you have 2 kids, right?
2 boys.
You have a boy? Yeah, you have 2 boys. Nice. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And you're teaching them everything, right?
Yeah.
Showing them all the shit.
I think I was telling you this. I was like, man, like I'm teaching them all this shit, and then when they get older and they try to like rebel, it's like it's gonna backfire on me. They're just gonna whip my ass, you know, because you know. But we'll see.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
They don't know jiu-jitsu yet, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah, they have no shot. They have no
Yeah.
shot. You're gonna hit them with some shit they don't even know yet.
Yeah.
Just keep doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I jiu-jitsu's so deep. You'd think like, oh yeah, the young bull overtakes the old guy. Eventually, yeah. But not when I know jiu-jitsu and you don't. That's not the case on that one. That's crazy. So now you've been working, you're hustling, you're doing what you gotta do to make money. And you've been training. What made you decide like, okay, I'm gonna do the MMA thing?
Man, like fighting is like self-expression, you know. So like, I like love fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like I love fighting, but it's not more so like fighting. I love just the training aspect of it. You know, like what it adds to my life as far as like discipline goes, and just my mental well-being, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a better person when I'm training, you know what I'm saying? And what made jiu-jitsu is just like problem solving at the highest level, you know. So it's like I love that aspect of it, you know, just always in there trying to just solve a certain puzzle, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like that. Love that actually.
Dude, you're fucking. I mean, I've been around. I got to corner some of your fights. You did kickboxing fights too, right?
Yeah.
I was there for those.
Yeah, you was there for the kickboxing. I did a boxing fight in the Golden Gloves too. You wasn't there for that one, but for the kickboxing and all my MMA ones, you was there.
Yeah, where was the kickboxing one at?
Long Island.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We had to go up to Long Island for a while.
For the Ray Longo crew.
Yeah,
you know
every time.
Yeah.
And they're tough. Those guys got guys in the UFC, like high level UFC. I mean, I'm not a big fan of anybody, you know, but I mean, like, who are these guys putting out? Like Longo put out Aljamain Sterling. That's their guy right now. 135.
Big fight coming up with him.
Yeah. Dude, that guy says a gay thing out of his mouth every 5 seconds. He can't help himself. Peter Yan, I'm coming for your ass. It's like,
I'm gonna come on your ass, Peter Yan.
Good one, guy. I'm coming for you. Like, work on that, buddy. Work on that. Borderline, like, you know, flagrantly kind of gay. That doesn't make sense. Flagrantly kind of gay. The beers are getting to me.
Yeah.
I'll try to stay calm. But not to talk shit on Aljamain Sterling. He deserves everything he has. He just says gay shit all the time. It's funny to make fun of him. I love that shit. I love just finding gay shit people say in UFC and just making fun of people.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, for me, like, did you hear about Sean O'Malley last night?
No, what happened with Sean O'Malley?
Sean O'Malley
I saw
went
the meme. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either. And then I looked into it. I was like, okay, because I don't watch Joe Rogan anymore. Do you watch Joe Rogan?
Some episodes I do.
Yeah.
When's
get
the last
on.
time you watched Joe Rogan?
I saw the Jordan. Listened to the Jordan Burrow one, the wrestling one.
Yeah.
I think that was cool.
That was pretty
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
That's pretty
Nice.
good.
I like
you
that
know?
one.
It's about the guest.
Yeah.
It's about the guest sometimes with
Yeah.
Joe.
Sometimes some guys I don't really. It can't really catch my attention
No.
too much.
I haven't listened to Joe in like a year or two.
I pick and choose, like the MMA stuff, or like what you
Yeah,
said,
I
the
like
wrestling guy. I was interested in that, and then you know, when he has a couple of the comics on that I like, but I don't know. I do like. I was watching it last night with Spotify. He's allowed to like play videos now that like would have got pulled on YouTube, so the show's kind of like I don't know. It's
That's
so
cool.
big, but like now he can do whatever he wants, pretty much. It's just him whether or not he wants to upset
Yeah.
one side or the other.
Eddie was telling me like, dude, Joe is on some private jet life right now.
Yeah.
He goes anywhere he wants.
It was pretty
Anytime
crazy.
he wants.
He was talking about Dave Chappelle, and he was like, just, you know, he's like speaking of them like, oh, I hang out with these people, but then he's hanging out with Musk, and he's like, oh, and his girlfriend Grimes, and I'm like, this dude's hanging out with like big time
Right.
fucking Hollywood
Hey,
billionaires.
he made it. So
yeah, good for you.
So for that, I'm gonna sit here and shit talk on you.
yeah.
I'm gonna be like, fuck Joe. No, that's fine.
Till we come close.
Yeah.
Then it's, hey, you
Then-
want to get a beer?
No. If you're not happy with the situation, yeah, exactly. It's just life. I think the one guy I was at Combat Jiu-Jitsu and we were in Mexico, and Kim Tara was there, and they had the shitty hotel they put everyone in, and then they had the resort where the event was at, and then the one ref, Mike Beltran, was like staying at the resort. You know, Eddie was at the resort. The promoters were at the resort, and he's like, you motherfuckers been at this resort the whole time. I've been at he's Brazilian.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my best. And he's like, I've been at the shitty hotel. It don't even have Wi-Fi. What the fuck? And he's like, Mike Beltran's just like, listen, I understand people aren't happy with the situation, but, you know, hey, that's how it goes. I don't know what I'm talking about.
O'Malley. What was with O'Malley?
Oh, O'Malley. He said something about how he did heroin to like, because he wasn't pussy enough to do it. Like, he wasn't pussy enough to not do it. Like, yeah, I did heroin, like, because I'm not a pussy. And he's like, I would never get addicted because I'm built different. It's like, you're a fucking retard.
He could be one of the worst role models
Yeah,
that's
you're
directly
a
connected to
fucking
children.
retard.
He is.
You're
is.
an asshole.
All
Even
the-
if he was the best fighter ever, like, who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Fuck that guy.
And if you're that stupid, that other crony that hangs around with him and just tries to be as famous
Hey.
as him should be telling him, yo, man, keep your
That's his-
fucking mouth
That's
shut.
his coach. That's
He
his
should
coach.
keep his mouth
And
shut.
they kind of do like the me and Zach thing. Like
Yeah.
they built the school. They got him in the UFC. But it's like it's Fortnite, bro. It's little kids jumping up and down playing Fortnite.
But if you, what would Zach say if you, or vice versa, if one of you was just like, hey, you know, I did heroin because I'm cool. Like,
what?
it'd be
What
a
guy?
conversation.
Win a fight. Win a fight. Win a fight.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't need to do all that.
Uh-uh.
You know, like fuck heroin, dude. That fucking shit pisses me off.
Ooh, I
But-
lost too many friends of that
Too
shit.
many friends.
I mean, I lost, I was a fan of O'Malley because it was exciting to watch him. And then when he said he didn't really lose after he lost, I was like, I'm off. But then hearing that shit, like, dude, I
That
don't
didn't bother
even
me.
want to watch your
That
fights.
didn't bother me, but now we're talking about him, which is what he wants.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about him, which is
Who
what
promotes
he
heroin? Fuck him.
wants. Fuck you, dude. Yeah. Yeah. But like it's do you ever feel like Bryant, I'll ask you this question. Do you ever feel like just the world is going crazy around you?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like
Yeah.
they'll turn you on yourself, like for you being like chill and trying to have it under control, but it's just the world around you that's freaking out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I feel that all
'Cause
the time.
You never lose it. I've never seen you be like, man, this is getting to me.
Yeah, but I lose. Come on, like
Yeah?
I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel
you
it.
never show. I never see it. I never see it. You what like, because you just seem rock solid.
Mhm.
Nothing ever. You're just on your path.
Well, shit, man. A lot had to do with that. Like a lot of like even I would say even the martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like for my instance, right? All my fights, right? They all decision losses and stuff like that.
Right.
But that kind of stuff, like I'm so grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Those experiences, because like they just let you know, like there's more to grab onto. Like just to learn more. And it's just character building. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be, I don't even know, man.
Well, I don't think you'd ever lose in a real fight to someone. In a real fight, I would put my money on you every time.
You was talking about that survival fighting thing, right? Like, what was that about?
That was it's a book I'm reading. Like, it's called Violence of Mind, where I mean, right now it's talking about you can win a fight, right? But you can lose everything else. Like, you can win, like, all these guys, all these gun nuts, all these Austin, Texas dudes with their tight T-shirts and their hats and their fucking whatever. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. They're a dime a dozen gun guys. I love gun guys, but it's just not jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu, you gotta put in your work. You know what I mean? Like, all these guys that are the gun guys, I don't subscribe to most of them. But I'm reading this book about how, you know, and I've kind of had the same thing in my life where I will sabotage myself as far as like winning because my mission or my objective or like my how do I want to say it? Like, it's not in line with like winning necessarily in a competition is not necessarily in line with what I do in real life. And then I sabotage the win in competition because I don't believe that's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, which is bad because you want to win. You want to win in life. Like,
right.
But that's not real life.
Yeah.
That's not real life.
And like to add to that, right? Like, let's say if I do win all those 4 fights, you know what I'm saying? And I got a belt, but I'm still broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of guys that are winning, but it's like,
not
are
really
you really winning in life, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love it.
So, like, I kind of like had to sit back and answer those questions for myself.
Yes.
Like, what am I really gonna get out the game? You know, that I'm putting all this hard work into. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where now I'm trying to work with the fighters with strength and conditioning. You know what I'm saying?
Prepare people for life, man.
Yeah.
Like, the cage is a thing.
Yeah.
And you got 3 fucking assholes that never done it telling you who won that fight, and I disagree most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even overtime, EBI overtime. I'm not a huge fan of overtime. I am a huge fan of it, but at the same time, for me personally, it's not for me.
Right.
Not for me. My whole tournament is run that way. Like, I go with the grain on that one. You know, I'm not gonna put up a big fight. But everyone knows, like, dude, there's guys that I'm better than that beat me in overtime. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to stall and beat me in overtime, fuck you. Like, go ahead. And
you want to go out there, too, and be proud of a performance that you did, right? Like, I rather, like, fight a way that, you know, brought, like, excitement to people, or, like, they were like, wow, like, that guy really, like, he could, you know, he displayed good martial arts technique or whatever the case may be, you know, like. Yeah. A lot of people, to protect the victory as well, they also like, which a lot of it does go into strategy. Like, you got to have a lot of strategy, you know what I'm saying? But they're boring, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's wild.
It's not a real fight.
You know,
it's
like,
not. Who cares?
What are you doing? Like, you're not even expressing yourself. You just trying to say that you won
there it is, right?
You know, you won
that was a nugget.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all.
Yeah. It's a sport, man. I was never a big sports guy. I'm not a Phillies fan or fucking Eagles fan. I mean, look at all that shit down the tubes right now. Is the Super Bowl soon?
I'm like so tuned out from that. Like, I don't even know.
Like another week.
Who gives a fuck about that, right? Or am I crazy?
There's probably a lot of people that do care about it, but it's just like you're probably just not.
I'm so off.
Yeah,
that.
you're not.
You're not tuned into it. I only know about it because my parents watch football and shit, and I'll go home and it's on.
Yeah.
I don't watch football.
Yeah, man, I think you hit the nail on the head, bro. That's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
You know exactly what we don't even have to say it. We don't even have to discuss it.
We don't even have to communicate it.
Nope,
we just.
I already know.
It's like, yeah, I know how you rocking. You
right.
Know what I'm
yeah.
That's
hey,
all.
They got the win. I showed you what I do.
Yeah.
You can make it up for yourself. If you see on Instagram that, oh, this guy got the W on that guy, and you don't watch the fight, and then that's how you base your opinion,
you know what I'm saying?
Then I don't care.
It's like all like microwave, it's just instant, you know, like they just looking for the
highlights,
you know, like
highlights and clips and
yeah,
absolutely, man. You know, but that's the difference. That's why. Oh, why does JM keep losing and we're so successful? Our school is huge. Did you see? I mean, we were here this morning, right? Mm-hmm. This morning, the mat was fucking packed. We did belt promotions today, And I hate belts. I hate belts. I just hate giving people belts. I don't hate giving people belts when you know, when they're working with me, when I'm with them all the time.
And they get to a certain level.
Yeah.
Like,
I expect, dude.
yeah.
My shit is, dude, my shit, you know how I work for my shit. It's no joke. Like, I hate handing them out.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Zach's there because he kind of softens me where he's kind of like, okay, like, no, we can do that. And I'm like, all right. I don't even, like, I used to, when I was younger, I used to be like, push back against Zach a little harder. And now, like, I just trust him more. I'm just like, that's fine. You know, like, and, but I have my shit too. Like, I do my shit. Like, I won't do my belt promotions in front of everyone. Like, I'll just be like, yo, that's you right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
quick.
almost a little bit more, I would say, like, to the person receiving it, I would say that it'll probably mean a little bit more to them. That, well, it doesn't really matter, but I'm saying, like, they'll be like, wow, like, you know, like, he gave it to, that must mean you see him at a higher regard.
Yeah,
se,
a belt
you know?
a belt at the end of the day don't mean shit.
It don't.
The black belt means something. The black belt does, you know. I mean, I know Jimbo, like, right as he left, he's like, he's still a blue belt. He's a blue belt, and someone hired him to go teach a class at some other fucking place. I'm like, you got a blue belt and you're teaching at another gym already? What the fuck? I'm like, you're welcome, motherfucker. Like,
right.
Damn. Yeah. Like a blue belt? It blows my mind. The school was packed this morning. We gave out belts. Zach gave out a ton of belts. He made an awesome speech. You know how Zach talks, you know what I mean? I don't even get in the way.
I don't even know how he could do that.
I don't have the time.
Like, I was just looking at that like, wow, like
he can do that all day. He can talk like that all day.
I've never met anybody like him before.
No.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. Like, and yeah, like, I don't want to turn into like weird or anything, but I'm just like super grateful for like the opportunity that you guys are giving me. You know what I'm saying?
But you did that. You did that. Like you stepping up and being like, okay, I'm gonna buy this equipment. I'm gonna do the strength training for our guys. I don't have to do that now.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? I need help. I need help. I need more help. You know, and that's the same thing. Like most people would be like, well, fuck Zach, I'm gonna go do this now because I want to talk more and I want to be the center of attention. Dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, dude, just get the job done. Like whatever we got to do to handle business, just handle business.
Yeah,
you know. I do my little things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to say something, I'll come on here and say it. You know?
Exactly.
But do you remember, like I said, right when everyone was like, he was giving out blue belts, he's like, I hate you motherfuckers that quit.
Yeah.
It's like, get a blue belt and quit. Hey, I just roll off of them. I just kind of roll off of them.
Yeah.
Because everyone kind of, that like boggles everyone's mind. Everyone's all inquisitive. Everyone's all like, oh, I want to know what's going on with over here. And they're all guessing how it is, and it's just like, man, I just don't get in anyone's way, because if you're being successful, like that's helping me. Right. It's not hurting me, it's helping me.
Right.
You know, so I just don't take it as a slight. Like when someone's shining,
yeah,
that's not taking
like,
all my shine.
That's like scarcity mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's like insecurity as well. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, man, like if you saw somebody do it and you saw it from your own eyes, like how he put it in, like then you gotta step up and you know, just make something happen. You know, like people always want something like just like here to, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do the groundwork, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put your head down. And
I also get to be a little more grimy because Zach balances. It's a balance.
It's a beautiful, like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He knows what we're doing.
It's like water and fire, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the yin yang symbol.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Come on, bro.
I get it.
Come on, bro.
I understand it.
We get it. We get it. Everyone gets it. Yeah, it's like you know, sometimes you got to eat a shit sandwich, you know, like just for us to get ahead. For all of us to get ahead, I'll eat the shit sandwich. Mm-hmm. I'll do it, you know. Cool. You know?
Yeah.
But we're all getting ahead. In real life, we're crushing, right?
You know what I'm saying?
In
real life.
In Instagram, you know, I can tell, man, it's just mad. It's just, you know, it doesn't pop.
It's all like,
it doesn't pop on Instagram. It pops in real life. It doesn't pop on Instagram, you know?
That's the thing, man. Less eyes, more money. You know what I mean?
Boom.
Less eyes, more money. You know?
Yeah, and money is a means, right? It's just a means. It's a means to get shit done.
It's a tool for access to just be able to just,
right?
You know, it's not really nothing more than that.
Yeah.
what people make it out to be, you know.
Yeah, I think we're crushing, dude. I think we're killing it. The new place is gonna be fucking fantastic. He's gonna be running strength and conditioning out there. He literally has a basketball court size area to put equipment through.
Yeah, he said you're gonna get AstroTurf back there and shit.
Yeah, we're looking at turf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Zach's like, yeah, what kind of, you like this turf? Or like, he's got samples of turf. Like, oh shit, like, you like this turf, you like that turf.
He's like sending me stories of like now that Fuji's making some turf and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Some dope. Yeah, Fuji does like different colors and stuff like that too. So like we have that option too. Like
what do you mean different colors of turf?
Yeah, like different colors of turf. So
What
like,
kind of colors?
he showed me one that had like a gray color, but like you could do like different, you know, I don't know. He said he still has to find out like what colors and stuff like that. But
That's cool.
That's cool.
He asked me about you guys getting ramps for skateboarding.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are getting crazy.
The point is we can do it.
Yeah.
I love posting shit like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get back into training now because you have a mini ramp in the place." It's like,
yeah,
shut up.
You know
what I mean?
crazy.
Like just, or people hit me up like, "Oh, now that your new place is 5 minutes from my house." I'm like, we were 5 minutes down the road this whole time. We've been 10 minutes down the road this whole time. And I don't want to discourage new people for trying it and getting into it, because that's what this is all about. I want the more people that get into jiu-jitsu, martial arts, because it's so positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have to do it. I knew this when I was a kid. I knew, like, okay, like, someone needs to just this should be, like, universal. Everyone should have some martial arts training. It doesn't have to be, like, super high level, or they don't have to compete, but they should understand, that someone can get in a fight with you and you should know how to handle yourself. It's going to make people better. It's not going to make people worse.
Right.
So I knew, like, this could be like a whole thing, like an all-encompassing, like, community strengthening, like, thing,
Strength in numbers.
Yeah. And not like to throw it against someone or do anything. Like, I don't, I have no agenda. I want to do good by people, But now with this play, I mean, dude, like, literally, like, it's just, we could anything. You could put a mini ramp in the fucking second room, not the big main room.
Yeah.
You have the big main room that could be all matted out. There's another room behind that that's
it's really
just
crazy.
as big.
I said to him, from the outside perspective of when I met you guys and you were down by the cheesesteak, or you were by the cheesesteak place that I worked at, and what your growth is to now, I said to him, I'm like, from the outside perspective of what I've seen, you guys have literally 10 years of growth now in there. Like,
right.
It's not like, hey, 2 years, because, when he got into that place, he's like, we're probably going to need a bigger place eventually. This is like, there's really nowhere else. You can't go much bigger unless you started combining with other businesses and you needed to have more. Even then, you could still do it in there. But I mean, I told him, I said, you have 10 years of growth now that you can. It's going to be crazy to watch what really fucking goes on.
It's like in a spaceship time capsule or something. It just all.
I'm bringing everybody with, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's I have to. I told you, right? Didn't I tell you?
Yeah,
I told you. It's a good feeling, man. And the belt promotions today, that was awesome. Congrats to everyone that got promoted. Zach's like, if it were up to JM, no one would get promoted. It's like, yo, hey, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. It's tough. I'll make you earn it.
It's like how you said, man. Like, you probably put a certain amount of faith in somebody so early, and then, like you said, he goes to a competition and he just got his blue belt, and he goes to a competition and goes against a blue belt that's been a blue belt for 3 years, and he gets killed or something like that, and he's defeated, and then he quits. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, it fucks with me, man. I hate that. It's okay to get your blue belt and quit. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm not. Because not everyone's gonna take a blue belt to a black belt. That's so hard. You know what I mean? Like a blue belt, like to a black belt. Like a black belt is like your life is martial arts. If you're a black belt, it's not about just giving out black belts. You know what I mean? It's about like you've built something. Like if you're a black belt, you've built something. And you've helped a lot of people get further. You know what I mean? Like that's what black belt's about. It's about service. It's not about your fucking shit. That's on top of it. Like you just got to have that. By purple belt, you should be crushing tournaments and shit. You know, if you want to get a brown, like, you know, and we have family men that like get their brown belt and shit. That's cool. I like that. You know, because they're good people. You know, they're assets to the school. Like someone's got a family, they got kids, whatever. You know, that's good. You know, and they could rock a brown belt for 8 years, but at least they're brown belt. They're not a blue or purple. You know, I just hate talking about it. I just sound like a fucking idiot. I feel like.
Nah.
But it doesn't matter. Just what matters is that your progress, right? Like your progress, like that you're trying, and you show up to class, and you're working. You know, work with this coach. You know, you get some work in. You know, throw Bryant in a couple bucks and have him work you out once a week. You know what I mean? Go to JM's class on Saturdays. Go to Zach's class twice a week. You know, and you know, from there it'll just work itself out. You know, I don't stress it from there.
Right.
What am I talking about? Belts and shit. Whatever.
Life.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. People got to try, man. People got to try. They want everything handed to them. You know, this ain't Biden administration. This ain't the Biden administration. This is the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you did your MMA fights and if you watch the fight,
that's what I'm saying.
Watch the fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch the fight and then have an opinion. And
then also the 2 minute, the 2 minute rounds came back.
Yeah.
Because I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, so I don't mind like fighting from the bottom and stuff like that, you know. So like, I gotta know that with myself that the rules probably weren't set for my style,
right?
You know, and I gotta be okay with that. Now I just gotta hang on the performance. Like the performance was good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I fought a good fight, you know. So that's it. I don't get too lost in the I lost or the win.
Yeah, fuck that.
You go pro and the shit is 0-0.
I had some asshole tell me after my first fight, like I fought and I lost a split decision to I don't even know if he trains anymore. I forget. But I lost a fight to a guy and he comes up to me, he's like, you either want to be a fighter or you don't want to be a fighter. Like, 'cause I just lost my first fight. Like, it's my first one, like a split decision. And I'm like, that guy is overweight and doesn't train anymore. You know.
Does he want to be a fighter?
Yeah, like,
it looks like he tapped.
Yeah, he did. He went 0-7 in World Combat League and like was telling me about fighting. And I'm like, all right, you know, don't listen to anyone. That's that's my advice. But I don't know what else is up, man. We're hanging out. It's Saturday afternoon. It's we got a lot of cool shit on the horizon, man. You got like he put money into the weights. We're gonna have that. That's huge, man. Because lifting weights was illegal 6 months ago. That shit was illegal.
And you don't gotta wear a mask.
Come on, bro.
You don't gotta be deadlifting and swallowing the mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, are people doing that?
They probably I've seen pictures of people in gyms with
masks on. People are still posting that like they're like what's it called, Planet Fitness and stuff like that. I see people jogging with them. I mean, they're posting with the mask on. I don't know if they're actually exercising with it on, but you're supposed to.
They're supposed to have
totally
two masks
insane.
on. They're supposed to have two.
Yeah, it's 2 now. 2 to 10.
Why don't you just put 6 feet of mask? You should just keep putting masks on until it's 6 feet of mask off your face.
I mean, it's still crazy, and we always talk about it. But even when we went to the bar last night, my friend's like, shit, I'm walking in. I need to grab my mask. And I'm like, well, hurry up and sit down and order food and we'll be fine. Like, what the fuck? If someone's going to get sick, you're going to get sick. I had it. I still, whatever.
The weird thing about it, too, is like when you don't see somebody for a long time and you don't know their stance on it.
Yeah.
It's like, do I even shake your hand?
It starts getting weird.
Do I even go for a hug? Like, I don't know. What's your stance on it? It's just strange,
Your kids are older, right?
Yeah. I got a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old.
So what's that like? Talking to them about it.
About the mask?
Yeah.
It's crazy because I don't. Man, they're home. You know what I'm saying? Like they like even with school, they gotta wear that shit the whole day. You know what I'm saying? And as a parent, like I feel bad for that. Or they gotta sit down in front of a computer all day.
At home
and at school. Like
at school, they gotta wear the mask.
They gotta wear the mask, but I think a lot of the curriculum is still on, like built into the computer, where so they gotta, even when they're in school, they're like learning off the computer. You know what I'm saying? Because the program is in the computer.
Yeah.
So like all the curriculum is in the computer. So it's like all this technology is just, it's like I feel like it's just gonna take like it's taking
What
them.
skills do you have coming out of high school? Not really anything, right?
No. Like you asking me or
I'm just asking out loud because I'm just thinking. It's great, like Benjamin's 4 months old,
yeah.
so
What you gonna do when that time comes?
shit.
I mean, I don't know how it's
I
gonna
gotta go.
look,
I gotta go to war with mom first. You know what I mean? I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go to war with her and fucking pry her brain open. You know, she wants. Let's vaccinate them 50,000 times and send them to public school. But man, I don't. Shit, we wasted so much time in public school. I know me. I wasted so much time in public school that man, he could just be better off with me. He'd be better off with me at the school, at my fucking school, at my giant fucking compound of a school.
You guys do have a compound now.
Yeah, it's fucking huge, dude. It's fucking huge.
It's
and
a
he could learn
compound.
from you. He could learn from your kids. He could learn from, all this shit. And just better time spent there.
It's like the community or like the village that's what's raising them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm, like that kind of stuff.
Send
you
them
know,
off to
just-
some fucking lady that's going to teach him some communist shit. Get fucked. You know what I mean? Like, not really into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna see. Zach said today, he was like, "Yeah, I'm having a kid," and everyone's
Yeah.
excited. Hey, we're crushing, right?
That's awesome.
We're
man.
crushing. That's the thing, man. Just big, huge ass families. Can't fuck with that. Can't
Right.
fuck with that. I got mad sons.
And that's another thing too. Like people try to put as you get older and your responsibility increases, like, as a family man, they think that is over or some shit, or like that you can't.
I do
still-
feel like that sometimes.
man.
I do feel like that sometimes.
Nah, man, you can still do whatever you wanted
Yeah.
to pursue.
Even
You can
more
still-
so.
Even more so. Like you just more dialed in. Like you're not just gonna waste time and fuck around, just hanging out. Like you just
Getting fucked up, whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Like you're like nah. Like
Gotta do it.
You gotta set up borders, and then you just gotta
It's weird. It's like a biological trick. It pulls on you.
yeah.
Like you like the work. You like the work because, like, you feed your kids or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is.
Man, that's awesome.
Trying to navigate through everything. It is.
Yeah, dude. And we haven't even talked about what you're gonna do as far as like charging for.
Mhm.
We got to talk about all that because I think, like, dude, someone coming in like that wants to lift at a gym and they want to go work out at a gym and they're gonna go train at Planet Fitness with their mask on and they're watching CNN as they're on the treadmill. Like, do you really want to train like that?
Right.
Do you really want to train like that? That's not how you want to train. You don't even have to do jiu-jitsu now. You don't even have to you can just go like, me and Zach were talking about that too. Like, we don't want people coming in that we don't know just using the gym.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
We did talk about that with Zach. So like the members at the school, they get a discounted rate to my strength and conditioning program.
Nice.
Where somebody that's not part of the school or a member is gonna pay the full out price
Aha.
for the membership. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, for the monthly membership. So that's kind of like what me and Zach have been talking about.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So yeah.
Because I don't want normal people.
Yeah,
in my spot.
it's like, man, like I'd rather almost turn down business that if you don't fit it, like if you're not with how we
Right.
doing it, like
Can't fuck with you.
yeah,
Can't fuck
just
with
go with it because you're just gonna spoil it for everybody else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yes.
just gotta know.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean,
Hold on, I gotta grab a beer. Mike.
I was gonna ask if you wanted one.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Go ahead. You're on the mic. Go ahead. I gotta pee too.
I was gonna grab you a beer.
Oh, you want to grab me a beer?
Yeah.
No, let me do it because I have to urinate.
All right.
I've been drinking since lunch.
What do you? No, you're all right. I'll take over for a little bit. What are you offering there as far as like what you're going to be doing with helping the athletes? Like, is there going to be regiments, plans? Like, kind of go over what would be the basics of what you're going to offer to the students.
okay. So if first of all, it gotta be broken down into almost brackets, right? So like you're gonna have your athlete, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting ready for competition. That group is gonna be. I would like to keep it together, you know what I'm saying? Because they're getting ready for stuff and they're in training is going to be just a little bit more intense, So That's one group. Then you're gonna have your general fitness group where they enjoy fitness and they like lifting heavy weights, but they might not like the commercial setting where they gotta, the commercial setting of just, Planet Fitness.
Yeah, or if they're already a member of the school, now they don't have to go to two different fucking gyms.
Yeah, so then we got that group going, where it's just still functional movement. Because I like training everybody like an athlete. I believe that just because you don't compete or do anything doesn't mean you stop being an athlete. You should still be able to, squat. You should still be able to run. You should still be able to, jump. Those are things that for overall fitness, you know what I'm saying? Just to feel good about yourself. So then you have that group. And then I want to do like a mobility session, class too, where it's all mobility class, because that's part of the puzzle too, to be able to squeeze more out of your career or just more longevity, so like just a lot of movement practice, like a lot of movement stuff. So that's pretty much the basis of what I want to offer over there.
That's going to be great for anyone, like I said, who is doing training outside of there with now having that back room. And then it's not like, hey, all right, we're going to, come super early before the classes. Now there's so much space where it's like, all right, cool. We're scheduling that, or you're going to be in the back room. And that's a whole facility on its own. Like having that strength and conditioning facility inside of a jiu-jitsu school that also has a place to host events and an octagon.
Mini ramp.
Like it's gonna. I said to Zach, I go, this is turning into the Foot Clan layer over for Ninja Turtle. But that's
seriously,
awesome though.
Seriously, it should be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so much offered now to anyone who goes in there. It's like what you guys offered to begin with.
Where else are you gonna go, bro? Where else are you gonna go?
You know what I'm saying?
It's all in one spot. You don't have to go anywhere. Now it's like now the events are gonna be there. The coffee shop, the back room with the strength and conditioning, an octagon. It's gonna be fucking nuts, dude.
Hey. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I'm so pumped. I'm pumped just watching from the outside.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be part of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, from, I have a perspective with you guys from, like, since I met you, and then it's just seeing the actual fucking work. It's like, holy shit, dude. Like, if they got to hear what the fuck is next.
I knew it.
Exciting.
I knew it. Called it. Called it.
Yeah.
They, I know, like, I took a couple months off strength and conditioning because I feel like it goes in phases, right? You got to have an off season.
Yeah, for sure.
And Benjamin was born in September, and then I kind of was still training for my match in Mexico. And then I kind of stopped lifting weights because I wanted to feel good doing jiu-jitsu. Like I didn't want to be sore and like kind of, and the guy I fought was fucking huge. Jesus Christ.
That was crazy.
They didn't do me no favors with that matchup. I tell you that.
It's like I told you. I thought you threw a new hitter in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I thought so too. I thought so too.
Like that guy beats up people for a living and shit. And you just shut his shit. Shut
him down, dude.
What I mean? So
yeah.
Again,
that guy ain't gonna do nothing to me.
It comes back to like
thank you.
Just being cool with the performance.
Exactly.
Just tuning out the noise. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, JM's a mediocre competitor, dude. Guy on Reddit. Quotes. Fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, that's it's huge. We're gonna be able to just do way more. It's just endless. It's endless. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, the mobility. Because I took a couple months off of lifting, but I was still stretching. I'm never off.
Yeah.
When you're there's there's off season, on season. Jiu-jitsu, there's no season. Like it's just straight out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be ready at all times, like kind of thing. And when I came back to start lifting again, like my squat, my coach, Craig, one of my coaches, Craig, he was like, "Oh shit, your squat got way better. Like over the time you took off, like because I was working my hips and like my mobility and shit. Like it's huge, man.
Yeah,
huge, especially in jiu-jitsu where like the more shit, like the guys that are successful in jiu-jitsu right now, they're all like 17 years old." Because they can do, their body is not...
So it's supple, their body's pretty supple,
Yeah, like I know when you get injured, right? You get injured and shit is, shit shuts off. Like you tried this move and it popped. And so you don't use that, you don't access that, and now you lose it. You lose access to that. Your body's fucking weird. I mean, I was talking to Eric last week. He has he has fused discs in his neck, and now his arms are not like they're just wasting because his nerves are shut off. You know, gotta be careful with your neck for sure, right? But yeah, the mobility, the yoga.
And that's a shit that's not sexy per se. You know, like people look at it like, oh, what this guy's doing, just stretching out and shit. But,
right.
Like, man, it's like part of the puzzle. Like,
yeah,
it's like
huge.
Like,
people don't know the work that goes into it.
You know what I'm saying?
How you know, I roll 6 days a week. You know, I'm rolling. You know, every time. And does anyone you watch me roll, right? You see what I'm doing in the gym. Did anyone ever take a light on me? Anyone trying to see what's up? No,
it's never really an easy day.
No, it's never an easy day. So, taking care of your body is like the most important thing, right? So, lifting, huge. You know, yoga, stretching, mobility. Like even in your lifting, like in your lifting class, you're still doing mobility, right? You're not just lifting like a fucking idiot.
Before I even start somebody off in a training day, like as we go through our program for the day, I make sure we spend like 15 minutes just making sure your body's warmed up properly.
Right.
You know, like that's important.
Yeah, because you've done it. You've done it. I mean, how many times you got to hurt yourself to know, like, okay, don't lift weights like a fucking asshole.
Right.
You know, people drink and lift weights. You ever see someone drink and lift weights? That's funny.
Viking style.
Hey.
That's a way.
Yeah. Well, you see Arsenie's spot, the Pravilo. Maybe I'll get one of those in this compound one day.
Got room.
I love that shit. That shit dope.
Yo, you gotta try it. You gotta come with me on a Thursday one time. I'm gonna have him on the podcast eventually. Like, remember what Drew said about Arsenie? Like Drew was saying, like, dude, that guy's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he really, and that's a really good black belt saying that, like black belt in jiu-jitsu, and Arsenie's pretty sick. You gotta come try that machine because it's just straight up, it's weights, but it's just stretching you. Like, oh, it feels fucking good, and like you just, after you get off of it, you just feel like you own any space right in front of you. Like this space right in front of me, I just own it. Like you're not gonna do anything to me right here, you know? Yeah, I don't know. It's cool, man. We're doing good things, right?
Yeah.
Doing good things in real life. In real life. Fuck the internet, dude. You know? Mike, what are we doing? What are you up to?
I don't even know. Organizing the podcast. Like, this was a fun project to start working on your show because it completely, like, to brand it, where I was like, all right, like, let's get a logo. Let's get a lower third. Let's get the music to it. But then when I put it all together, I was like, oh, you just produced the podcast. People can pay you to do this now.
Nice.
And now it's nice because I just finished a rate sheet today. And, you know, a lot of people want to come down here, and I'm sure you guys get the same thing. And, you know, it's like...
Only friends. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, but, like, that's the thing is she's paying. Like, she paid for all the graphics. She's paying for the production. And I'm like, cool, I'm not doing this shit for free anymore.
The sharp one.
Yeah.
At the sharp one.
Like,
That's pimping, dude.
I don't know. Like,
Pimping.
I have a lot of people that want to work with shit, but then, you know, I'm at a point where I've worked really hard to I can't slow down to do shit for you for free. I'll slow down if you want to fucking pay me and give me $100 to use the fucking studio for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, all this shit wasn't free.
Right.
It took a while for me to understand that from, like, working with people like, you know, you and Zach and talking to my other business friends. And I'm like, then what you were saying, you dropped so many good points in this podcast, but it's like, I want to get fucking paid. I ain't doing this shit for free. This ain't fun. This ain't a tree house.
Yeah.
Like, I
gotta eat, bitch.
Yeah.
I gotta eat. I want nice shit.
I'm hungry this year. This is the first year. All this and everything it took over the last 12 years was to build it to where it's at. Now, this is the first year where I want to make money.
Nice.
I want to fucking make money. And it's focusing on that.
The Great Awakening.
Yeah.
And you see what the cool thing about it is when you're finally ready to make it a service and like you put in all this hard work, like the studio is so dope, like you actually feel comfortable.
Yes.
With,
yeah.
you
I'm
feel
sure
good about making money. You know
same
what I'm
with
saying?
you. Like when you have that whole facility set up, you're like, cool.
I'll sell that all day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can do this now.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to build that confidence, but you know, this isn't my first fucking year doing this. I've been working on this shit since I was fucking 28. I'm 40.
Wow.
Like, you know, a lot's changed, and I want to.
Hey man, you're due. You're due.
Yeah.
You're due. We should all have hot rods and fucking. I want nice things
like
for
that
everyone.
car. When are you bringing that over here, man? Bring
shit.
it over.
That's
Monday.
not my car.
He won't let you bring
that
it
ain't
over
my
Monday?
car. No, that's my stepdad's car.
see that.
That's the guy that raised me.
I was hoping you'd pull it up. on
He's
Monday.
it's a 32 Ford 3-door. It's
That's a
fucking
badass.
badass.
Let
dude.
him lend it to you for the grand opening. Just park it outside.
Yeah. He hasn't let me touch nothing, nothing since I've been a child. Like he had a Trans Am, like a '69 Trans Am. That's pretty fucking sick. That I've never, he's swapping out the engine to put it. There's guys in their cars, guys in their toys.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for him. I just want to see people crush. I don't want to. There's no reason to suffer in 2021, man.
Yeah.
Like we're too smart and we're too strong, and I just want we did all that. We did the do's that we all in my early life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a hard life no more. You know, we did all that. I want people crushing, like people that are around me. Like let's just do what we need to do. We got to build shit instead of worrying about like what's on the news. Let's build our shit strong and just take over because it's our shit. We've been living here our whole lives. Like you moved here when you're 13.
Yeah, 13.
So I mean, and it's not a bad place to live, right?
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I'll never go back to New York.
Right.
no
Fuck New
way.
York City, dude. That shit sucks.
It is,
Your
bro.
fucking city, Philadelphia, eat my dick. Fuck you.
I'm with
Eat my shit. I don't give a fuck. It's way better here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make it way better. We have to do that. We have to do that. It all starts with, people are in shape. They feel good about their body. Now people want to eat better. I want to eat like shit, but I want to eat good too. Like there's not even nowhere to fucking eat in this town.
That's the biggest conspiracy of all, man.
Shit.
Of all time.
McDonald's
It's
and
just
Taco Bell and shit.
The shit they feeding us, you know what I mean?
Big time. So
that's-
it starts with that. Like people are gonna want you just shake. It's not about adding. It's about eliminating habits and bullshit. I mean, I still chew 2 tins of Copenhagen a day like a fucking scumbag. Like I can't stand it. Maybe I come on here and talk about it and I'll start quitting, but probably not anytime soon. I can enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's also like people think like, for instance, right? Like when you are like disciplined in a certain way that you can't enjoy something, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I'm having a beer right now, like, but I'm the strength and conditioning guy.
Yeah. You piece of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you fucking
Like
scumbag.
I can't enjoy a fucking beer. Bro.
Anything to
Like,
knock you.
You know
Anything
what I'm
to
saying?
knock you.
I can't enjoy a beer.
People will-
I can't smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? They just
Told
like,
you.
oh, that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like you can't enjoy. You got to
No.
be that one way the whole time.
Yeah, you can't do
know
nothing.
What I'm saying?
People will be, but you know what people will do? They'll be all those ways where you'll never find a kink in their armor, but they'll cheat on their wife or their, they fuck kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, like that guy's perfect. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah.
No, fuck him. Fuck all that.
You know.
I don't know, man. I think we crushed this podcast. I think we killed it.
He had a lot of you probably don't realize it, but he had a lot of really good stuff.
Beautiful
to say.
stuff.
Yeah, there was
You've
a
said
lot of key stuff in there.
You said a ton of shit
advice.
I want to say that
Yeah.
I know you would say. So I was like, let me have Brian on because he's gonna say all the shit I want to say.
Damn, I ain't even.
You're a bad
bro,
motherfucker, man.
I didn't know. I
love
you. Do it, bro.
I love you.
I'm grateful.
I'm telling
man.
you, dude.
Love
I
you
had
too,
that
bro.
edible. I had that edible, and I fucking had a full on like just 45-minute breakdown. Like, yo, JM needs some fucking space. Everyone, get out the room. Like,
Yeah.
JM's
That's why edibles are fun, man.
crying like a little bitch. Hey, I was having chicken nuggets and coffees in the fucking back of a 700 square foot mat. You know what I mean? And
It's
now
my
it's
favorite part of the story.
12,000 square feet, bitch. Shit on that.
Yeah.
Write a fucking blog about that, bitch.
And that's real quick. That's another point I wanted to make too. Like, I saw you guys do it for years, man. Like,
Thank you.
even when when shit got rough for me and I was questioning like what I was doing, I just saw guys like you and Zach living out the school and still, in that little space being able to hustle and have what you have now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see that. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing that is gonna take me away from what I'm doing because I seen guys do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I saw
sir.
you guys do it. You know what I mean?
And it ain't worth shit unless we can all have it. It isn't worth anything unless we can all have it. I'm not trying to be a fucking millionaire and everyone sucks and everyone's just shit.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we need to build, we need to crush, we need to just keep this area strong as fuck and let everyone else go to shit. Because that's what I see. Everyone else is just going like, this is my stronghold right here. I've been born and raised here.
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised here. Generation, like my dad still lives here. His dad still lives here. We don't talk, but you know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I'm fucking looking outside in my town. Fuck that. All right. Anyway, Train or Don't podcast, episode number 4. I appreciate Bryant. I appreciate
Yes,
Mike.
sir.
We're gonna keep bringing guests on and just keep, we won't always be this drunk. And
it's good to mix it up.
I'm not hammered. You know what I mean? I'm not hammered. I had like a couple beers. You know what I mean? But
I appreciate it. You leveled me out.
This whole trainer don't this whole trainer don't thing. Like I came up, I said this a long time ago and just we ran with it, and it's just still a thing. So, and people responded to it, man. Like I get people on Instagram like hashtagging. I follow the hashtag trainer don't on Instagram, and you look at that hashtag. It's a pretty deep hashtag. Belt promotions, people winning jiu-jitsu tournaments, MMA, all that shit. I fucking started this whole thing. Like
solid.
I don't need, we'll do merch and all that shit. And then the yin yang came up, and that just makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. It's just it's a spiral, you just keep learning the same lessons over and over again. You know what I mean? Like up the spiral staircase.
Yeah.
I like spirals, so trainer don't, I don't know. Mike, anything you want to plug before you go?
You're a first-time listener of this show on the network. You can see Now We Go, Zach's Corner, The Never Again Show. Everything's at neveragainstudio.com. And where can we find any of your stuff if anyone has questions on training or signing up or working with you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. That's where I'm mostly at Bryant, Pabon. So, yeah, Pabon. And you could just message me if you have any questions. I'll be releasing some like flyers about when that time comes about the new spot and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure people could see it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, guys, we're the man, dude.
Yeah,
don't ever let anyone tell you anything different. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it. We're what's good in the neighborhood.
That's a good t-shirt.
Goddamn, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, man.
I believe it's